Hi, everybody, and welcome to an episode of Poorly Reviewed. I am Sean,
In Asia.
and I hope everyone's doing well out there today.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get to go to the movies at all this week, but we did see a whole bunch of trailers of stuff that's coming out, and hyped for some of it not so much, and kind of wanted to just touch on
Welcome
those.
to the Space Jam.
Yeah, that's Asia's new jam.
I just like the music.
She loves them.
So
Every time that song comes out, every time it comes out, and she's ready to go.
Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. I got the Space Jam blanket on me right now.
Yeah, you do. I forgot I had that blanket. It was sitting in
It's
front
been
of us.
sitting here this whole time.
I got that when I was like 10 years old.
And it say Toon on here.
It does.
T-U-N. Sean decided to correct Warner Brothers by saying it's actually T-O-O-N.
I thought it was Toon,
because
like T-O-O-N. Yeah, that makes more sense
but
to
there's
me.
always been Looney Tunes because they're silly symphonies.
It makes sense in retrospect.
Because it's music.
But Toon, since they're cartoons, Looney Tunes, it sounds like they missed an opportunity with the OOs.
It's straight up like it's always been Tunes. They've been looking you right in the face.
It did.
The whole time.
Punched me right square in the nose.
If it's a snake, it would have bit you. And then someone was probably like, "What the fuck are you on, dude?" Like,
I'm sure. What's his place? The Warner Brothers was just like laughing at me. They're gonna put my tweet on the next their next little hashtag idiot post or some shit.
Have you ever seen this Twitter thread where, Gail Simone, she writes all those, Marvel and stuff. I think she writes for DC as well. Like she's done
I have
comics.
not seen any of these.
Well, she said something about the Punisher or something, or mentioned something about the Punisher, and then this dude bro was like, actually, the Punisher, da 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 da, and you should really not, you don't even know anything about the Punisher, and then somebody was like, she literally writes like a bunch of his stories.
She writes the Punisher.
And he was like, he come back, he came back with nothing. It was so weird.
She wrote his favorite Punisher story.
Exactly. I was just looking. I looked at it. I was like, dude, you can't come back from this. This is just like this you. Like every time somebody's like, well, the country should do this, and then it's like this you. Like just show them what they did.
That's me. I think it's Toon. It should be 2 O's.
Someone was like, dude, it's been Looney Tunes this whole time. You're like, well,
fuck you, man.
Just run away.
Yeah, just jet down the street.
Well,
fold myself up into a little square box. Beep beep. Well, what do you think about the trailer?
It's it was meh. It was fine.
It looks like a simple kid's story.
Yeah, it looks fine. I mean, it's nowhere near what we grew up with, and it had like weird, dated jokes like all the movies have now.
I don't understand the incorporation of all the Warner Brothers properties that they have to do that.
Because it's Warner Brothers.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Dude, like growing up in California, we drove. There's like the Warner Brothers lot, the one where the Animaniacs live in the water tower and everything. So you can drive past it, and we used to drive past it all the time. And there's a huge mural on the side of one of the studio, buildings, and it's a mural of every single cartoon character that they have under their banner, and they're all in this big amalgamation of hot mess. Fine. Yeah, no, but I was just like, that's just a hallmark of them. They're like, throw everything out there because we have it.
The whole thing, the Clockwork Orange thing.
Wait, is there a Clockwork Orange?
Yeah.
Druids? One of the Druids are there?
The whole gang is there.
That's the Druids, yeah.
They're all there in the last part of the trailer, I think, is when he's doing his little basketball thing before Granny's just like, what's up?
I didn't see them. I was too busy looking
at the
animation.
And the Jokers, both the Jokers, the Nicholson and the...
That's fine.
And the...
I would have had the animated one instead.
I think he was probably there too. It's just so stupid to me.
Yeah.
If I see Mortal Kombat characters in the background...
They probably are.
I'm going to be so mad.
But like as like it just doesn't
sprites. It don't make sense to me. Like none of it makes any sense. There's no logical reasoning for anything.
It's
By the
just
way,
like
I didn't realize that the first planet that he flies past at the beginning of that trailer
it's the Westeros.
is Westeros.
It's the
And he pointed it
Game of
out to me the
Thrones.
second time. I
You
was
did
like,
not see the thing that says
wait,
straight up.
what?
It says Westeros and a little dice around the
Totally
ring
missed
around
it.
He literally was going that way and it whoop.
Yeah, totally missed it.
But
Must not have been paying attention
you
at all for
know,
that part.
you know what they're trying to do?
Hmm.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I get it. They're just trying to get all their properties together and have a good old time. And
And that's fine.
if that's what
That's
they
fine.
want
I
to
know
do,
you don't.
that's fine.
I know you don't get it,
I
but
get it, but I don't like it.
Ready Player One kind of made sense because that's what people chose as their avatars, and yes, it would be a hodgepodge of all sorts.
Just focus on
But
one brand.
if someone who is, Don Cheadle is the god of the whole like entertainment verse of what he has,
Whatever that's going
whatever
on.
is going on in the server, he can just upload whoever the fuck he wants. I think he might be. He's like, I don't got Ready Player One over here.
Oh my god.
I don't know, but if he has access to all these, if his whole thing is that he's this omnipresent, like digital entertainment computer, he can just pull whoever he wants out of whichever. He's in the TV. He's a TV man. That's all it is. He's a Roku.
His name is Mr. Nielsen. If this movie does not have a climax where Michael Jordan shows up, like he comes in, he's like, it looks
Michael
like you
Jordan
guys
ain't
need
doing
some
nothing.
help, and he like
the thing that what's his name did.
Yeah, like Bill Murray
Barry
did in the
Murray
first
did,
one.
yeah.
Looks like y'all needed some help in here.
Yeah. That's probably.
I can see it happening.
Probably, or I don't know, someone else who's also, very people love. I guess I don't know. I mean, like another athlete.
Yeah.
A different athlete, because I don't know if Michael Jordan is gonna be like, I'm gonna do that.
He's probably won't. He's too busy golfing.
He's golfing and having a great time, living his best life.
Living his best life.
His Haynes money.
I heard that he bought a whole golf course, so he can practice for upcoming events, so he can earn more money than the other celebrities.
Wow.
It was something like that.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I mean, when you're rich like that, you could just do whatever you want.
I don't know. Maybe they play for charities. He wants all.
That's it. They do that. That's
so he's
true.
just trying to get the most for his charity. He gets to write it off on his taxes for that reason too.
Quote. You can't see my air quotes, but I'm quoting.
Oh, they heard him.
Your friend and I am not programmed to wink, but I would have winked when I said your friend. I've been watching a lot of Clone High.
She's been watching it on a loop.
I love it. It's so cute. I like it. I know it has its issues, but I think it was a hidden gem for sure.
I gotta buy you the box set or something.
Could we start over? I don't think they have it on the box set. Sorry, we're going off the rails just talking about Clone High.
This is a free-flowing podcast. We could talk about whatever we want.
It's just fun. It's got some cute jokes. Some of it is kind of silly. The voice acting is fun. I get why people didn't like how, people who, Gandhi is a very important figure, so I understand why there was an issue with how Gandhi is portrayed. Because he is kind of, he tap dances on that last nerve for
Everyone's
sure.
nerves.
Yeah, but I don't think he's nearly as annoying as Abe is.
he's so bad.
He's
such a dick.
What were you saying there quietly, Joan? I'm so proud of you. Opening yourself up and being a good friend. Yeah, bro. We're never gonna have any. You're closer to me than the sister. So close that we can lay in the same bed and never touch or kiss. He's such a Jew. Thanks for opening yourself up, man. Man.
Did you see the Ghostbusters thing? The new trailer thing they put out with the tiny little puffs?
With the tiny little puffs?
Yeah.
No, I have not. I've only seen the trailer with like the full Paul Rudd. He's like, oh my God, you got to read replica.
Yeah, that's the announced trailer.
Yeah, I've only seen that. Okay. And then you commented on the Stay Puft Babies. Are they babies?
Essentially.
Let me look at this.
Yeah, look it up real quick.
It's on Ghost on their Insta or something.
Something like that. But essentially, he's at a store and he's shopping. He's looking for stuff to I think bake something.
Aha! He getting ice cream.
Yeah, and
this is for they're promoting Ben and Jerry's right now.
Yeah,
I mean Baskin Robbins.
Baskin Robbins. They do the little marshmallow, whatever the marshmallow brand is. I can't tell if it's.
This is real. This is so real. They animated these little babies.
You looking at them?
They're. He gets the ice cream. Baskin Robbins. Get yourself some Baskin Robbins. Baskin Robbins. Baskin Robbins. Still looking at this vanilla pint ice cream. Linger on the pint. Oh my god. He can't even get a cart, like a hand cart, because he has to show off that there's freaking Baskin Robbins in his hand. Marshmallows. They start moving. We alive.
We alive. We alive.
Oh no. Oh no.
They're adorable.
Yes. Oh. Hi.
What's
Hello.
up?
And he bit you. Yeah. He did with Roomba. What the hell? They're taking over.
It's so stupid.
Oh my. Why did the other one roast his fellow brethren?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, but it's funny because
marshmallows are funny and they're good in s'mores.
Let's see what the comments say.
I wanted to talk about it. Okay? I don't have a problem with it if it's just
that segment.
An ad for an ice cream or a business or something.
But if it's
in the movie, which it probably is, it's stupid and it doesn't flow with the original movie, in my opinion.
Well, we have to go back and watch it because there are silly things in the movie. Just like, in my opinion, the whole Twinkie speech is silly. That's a big Twinkie.
That's a big old Twinkie.
Yeah. I feel like that's just like, kids will be like, hee hee.
But that's fine, because that's the characters being funny.
Right.
I don't have a problem with the characters being funny.
Okay, yeah.
I don't like the monsters being funny and cute.
But the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was big, funny, and cute.
He was not big, funny, and cute. He was just happened to be a gigantic marshmallow that, it's one of my favorite, it's probably one of my favorite movies of all time, and I can't remember Dan Aykroyd's character's name.
Oh no, fake nerd boy, fake nerd boy.
It hurts.
Didn't know I needed this advertisement until now. Baskin Robbins always finds out.
But it doesn't make sense.
The background sound. This makes me so happy. Well, that's something you don't see every day. Can't wait. I need marketable plushies of these. Oh my god. Everyone loves it. Everyone loves it. But this one you'll like. That's all well and good, but what about my Ecto Cooler? That's a good one.
What about Dead Island 2, though?
Yeah, exactly. Ghostbusters. Let's keep stretching out that release date. Hopefully maximize box office profits.
Listen, I need to rant about this.
Go.
Because it doesn't make sense. Because the trailer itself looks like it is relatively based off the first movie.
Right. Yeah.
Which is, it's a grounded story with real characters who happen to be funny.
And sarcastic. Yeah.
And then the ghosts are played straight.
That's serious business. Yes.
Even the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, even though he's hilarious, that's only because the character came up with the destroyer of worlds being a marshmallow. The actual marshmallow was destructive as fuck.
Right.
He destroyed part of New York.
His face is crazy when he's angry.
Yeah.
He's like, ah. Yeah, okay. But
these little fucking things are adorable and annoying, and I hate it because it reminds me of the new reboot.
The Small Stay Puft were leaked by Funko a couple of months ago, so they're probably in the movie. Oh, God. But someone said here that I feel like this is really accurate. What the hell is this? Question mark, question mark. The new Gremlins? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
If it's a small little part of it, I guess I'll be able to ignore it.
I don't think so.
But if everything is as goofy as these characters, it's gonna bother me. Because I did not like the new reboot version of it. Because all the ghosts were funny, essentially.
Yeah.
And I don't want funny ghosts. Ghosts are here because they're usually vengeful spirits of some sort.
Right. I think the consensus is that this is a all. It's an advertise. It's a commercial.
I hope so. And
Was it? But was it a commercial that was supposed to be like dropped during like the Super Bowl and they didn't know what to do and they just dropped it on Instagram?
maybe. Maybe they couldn't coincide a release with something
Right.
that Baskin Robbins or
like they were probably supposed to do like some sort of Stay Puft marshmallow ice cream or something.
So they were just promoting the whatever. I think they had a new date. They pushed it out too, so they were promoting the new date.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Somebody said, "Exact boy, that Baby Yoda is popular. Can we do that?"
Yeah.
It's like they put all the product placement into one scene.
Anyways, that's my little rant.
Yeah, it's a weird little thing.
The reason why the first Ghostbusters is so successful is because the characters are funny and everything else was played straight.
Right.
That's what you need to do to make it successful. That's why the reboot failed.
Right.
Everyone needed to be funny.
Right. And over the top.
Exactly.
And like, try to fill it with sound and
exactly.
noise and, you know, this is happening, blah, 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 blah,
exactly.
blah. Just kind of like filling in every single second.
You can't have
something.
dead air.
Yeah.
But dead air can be funny.
Yeah, that's why I like Tim and Eric. Like, there's a lot of dead air. That's why I like Samurai Jack and the Mandalorian. There's so much dead air. It's just trying to build the atmosphere and try to make it, you know, real. Right. But he is so cute. I'm looking at it again.
I'm not gonna deny the actual design is really adorable.
But I don't understand why he's roasting his friends. Oh, he's making s'mores. Wait. Oh, I haven't seen this part. Oh, wait. Oh no, it might be.
Jupiter's Legacy was just dropped earlier this week, and it's supposed to be the rival to The Boys.
Oh, what the fuck?
Which, first off, nothing's gonna rival The Boys, because that thing is gritty.
Yeah.
I mean, if this movie or this, I think it's a TV show.
They're probably gonna have it that because there's one black superhero. And then he has a family, and then his daughter, the next generation, is the next black superhero. And it's probably going to be a whole plot line about, like, how the other superheroes are being lauded more and that she has more pressure on her because, you know. And then The Boys over here is like, we straight up got a Nazi.
It just reminds me of a CW show.
The look of it kind of looks like it's... yeah, almost CW style movie or like TV show, but CW is even lower quality than that.
It's okay, yeah. I guess it would be the highest produced CW show. Superman and Lois has a really big budget, whatever it's called.
The new one?
Yeah, Superman and Lois. They have their 2 kids that are all full grown already.
Oh, okay.
In the CW universe.
Nice.
They have a decent cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything looks kind of interesting. Like, I want to check it out. Mm-hmm. But when immediately people compared it to The Boys, and it was like, no, The Boys have these.
I feel like The Boys is if this is a weird comparison, but like just like any type of athlete or celebrity that's been like the chosen one to be curated into that perfect celebrity to be the face of whatever. They basically did the same thing with superheroes, but The Boys is like, this is a business. This is a corporation. There's systems. There's reasons why this, that, and the third is happening to keep things the way that it is. But they're actual human people that grew up with different morals and different situations and being influenced by other people to be who they are, and then they're just terrible people on the inside. They put the face of being good people while being terrible people on the like behind closed doors. From what I can see of this trailer for Jupiter's Legacy is like, okay, these wonderful, powerful beings came to Earth and they're like, here's some power. With great power comes great responsibility. Don't fuck it up. And then they move on to have kids, and then the kids have problems because their parents were superheroes. And that's all it is. It's pretty much, it's going to be a drama.
It's definitely
with some action.
It's going to be about,
set pieces.
The kids trying to live up to the legacy that their parents have put before them.
I think we have a show that already is out that has doing something better than that, in my opinion.
Apparently it's from Mark Miller. You got Wanted, you got Kick-Ass, you got Kingsman.
Wanted was good. I liked Wanted. I don't like that um, Fox was whitewashed. That's another situation, but I get it. Um,
Fox.
Angelina Jolie's character is a black woman. She's supposed to be a parody of Catwoman, sort of.
I never read the original graphic novel. I have no idea. The Boys feels like if I was living in that universe.
Yeah,
While
it's
this
realistic.
Jupiter's Legacy doesn't seem as realistic.
It seems fantastical.
Yes, it's more fantastical. Thank you.
It's more fantasy. It's more of the. I feel like this is more how comic books are right now, like in like New 52.
New 52's gone.
Okay, well, I mean, like, well, when New 52 happened, where it was like, because I remember reading the Green Lantern one. I wanted to give it a fair shake, right?
That was one of the good ones, though, from New 52, was the Green Lantern one.
It was decent, but, like, and I read the Red Hood and the Outlaws. Terrible. 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 Terrible.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't like it because what they did to Corey. It was just a slap in the face to all Corey fans. Like, I'm not even a Corey stan. She basically is just she shows up and she's a piece of meat, and he's like, you know, Red Hood is just like, hey, what's up, baby? You kill all those people and do all my work for me, and she's just like, okay, babe. And then Arsenal / Speedy is like, hey, is that your girl? He's like, yeah, I tap that from now and then and now and again. You could too. And then they go to the beach, and the first thing is you see is her ass, and like she's like, first of all, her hair, you know, it's like her power, like it has that power strip, and also it's like 20 inches long. It's like waist length or butt length, basically. For the sake of the panel, they chopped her hair into 18 inches and flipped it over so you could see that ass for this panel, right?
Whoa.
And then she gets creeped on by a little boy while she's swimming, just minding her own business. And he's like, yeah, I gotta put that ass on Facebook because everybody gonna see this big orange ass. Oh my God. Oh, look at how juicy it is. And then after she gets out, she goes straight to Speedy and she's just like, so you wanna have sex? And he's like, wait, I thought you and Jason Todd were a thing. She's like, I fuck whoever the fuck I want to fuck. And he's just like, I bet. And it was like, wait, this is how we're introduced to these characters. Listen, that's fine. And it's fine for something like Wanted and The Boys and everything like that. But I'm just saying, like, sure, Corey can be like this sexually liberated character, but that's not the way to do it. No. That's not the way to do it at all. Like, and she barely says anything.
That's the whole problem with the New 52.
Yeah, it was like
they did too much like that.
She had 4 lines, max. People told me later on, because I was checked out after that. People tell me later on, like, they go into her backstory with, you know, Blackfire and how she was a slave, raped, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, so what does that give to this? What is that? I get that that's her tragic backstory, and it has always been her tragic backstory, but what does that add to her? You know, like, what is it doing? What is it? What does it tell? Like, I feel sympathy, of course, but I mean, she's like, I just don't. It was a disconnect there. It was just like, by the way, she has a tragic backstory. Anyway, she's so pretty. Look at her ass. And he's like, what? Like, okay, so that's how I feel to get back to Jupiter, Green Lantern, the one with Guy Gardner and Jon Stewart. Did you read that one?
No,
It was the Green Lantern Corps episode.
I didn't read the Green Lantern Corps.
Okay, so it was okay. It was okay, because basically Guy Gardner and Jon Stewart are basically black. It's like Falcon and Winter Soldier. They get paired off as certain buddy cops for certain issues that are the Green Lanterns want them to handle. And they both have their individual lives. They kind of just focused on Guy Gardner the first issue, and he's like, I want to train people for football in high school. And the teacher's like, you're a superhero. You're just going to jump out of, you know, like, we have a game. You might need to go. So no, I'm not giving you a job. So but that's the issues that was their issues, like, going on with what's going on with him. He's unemployed. but he wants to be a superhero. Nobody likes him because he's loudmouth, and then he's the great, but he shows him to be a Green
I see what you're
Lantern.
trying to say, yeah.
And Jupiter's legacy is going to be like that. It's like, my dad wants me to be a superhero, but I really want to be an artist. He doesn't think my art is good, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay.
And some of the CGI in the trailer, it looked weird.
It needs some help.
The opening scene where they in the trailer where they're going to this island, I was like, is that Skull Island?
Mm-hmm. Skull
They
Island.
went to Skull Island to get their powers.
And King Kong was like, "What's up, fam? I'm gonna give you some crazy shit right now.
Yeah, try
Here's some
this.
power. Here's some powers."
Whoa!
But I'll check it out. It's definitely gonna feel like that classic comic book style of dealing with the hero's issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be that nitty gritty, like crazy, gory, like social issues or crazy like. Well, The Boys is kind of like turned up to 11. I feel like it's like got like, since I said, like, you know what I'm saying, like the hate crimes, the Nazism, the whole American exceptionalism, the depravity, because
yeah, you think this is gonna be more character team based stuff, maybe?
It's gonna be every individual person's issues, like a CW show.
Yeah,
like we're gonna follow each character's arc or certain major characters' arc on the issues that they're dealing with. Black girl is gonna feel pressure because her dad is like, you gotta be a hero, you gotta represent. And then this other, what's his name?
Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel's son is gonna be like, I'm not like you, Dad. You never understand me, Dad. You don't ever let me be me, like in the Space Jam. And then he's just like, well, I'm the most powerful hero out of all of us. And then there's going to be tension with the other heroes because they're like, why did you get the best superpowers?
Yeah, there's probably going to be one of them's turning bad or something. That's the whole end of the thing.
Yes, and it's like, who's doing it? I don't know. We'll find out in the next episode.
It's the slimy looking one.
Yeah, exactly. He's the one, the shifty-eyed.
The shifty-eyed one. He did it.
Mm-hmm.
The one I'm really excited about is Those Who Wish Me Dead with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I thought it looked. I was like, "What is this?" Because the trailer was attached to something I was watching.
I've seen it so many times since it's on every single YouTube thing I watch.
Yeah, as soon as we, because I watch YouTube. Listeners, we watch YouTube on PS4, and it's under Sean's account. So as soon as I watched it, it was just like, "Oh, so you like that, huh?"
Watch it again.
So everywhere he's been going on his computer, it's just like, "Yeah, here's the trailer again." In case you missed it.
Taylor Sheridan, he did Hell or High Water. He did...
Hell or High Water is one of Sean's favorite movies.
That is one of my favorites. I think Chris Pine and...
yeah. Chris Pine. Guess we gotta ask me what type of tree I have.
What kind of tree do you have?
Chris Pine.
Oh, shit. So he did Hell or High Water. He wrote Sicario, which is a great movie. I mean, he's just a great writer in general. And some of the movies he started directing has been some of the best stuff that I've seen recently. It kind of reminds me of like a Coen brother movie with the way he writes them. Which, I mean, I can't knock that because a lot of the Coen brother movies are usually
it's
pretty
so
great.
Real. Yeah, it's like the way that they talk is just, even though it's heightened and silly, and there's like, one of my favorite Coen brother movies is Burn After Reading. There's some of my friends told me, like, they showed it to people and they're like, there's nothing that happens. There's so much that happens. And the dialogue and the way that people talk to each other is so realistic but over the top in a way. But it's great. I don't know how to explain it, but it's natural.
Right. Oh, he also did Without Remorse.
Yeah, it's right here.
See that
He's
movie?
on Yellowstone? He doing Yellowstone? What's this?
But yeah, Hell or High Water, Sicario. Sicario 2 is okay. Wind River was great. That movie, now that I'm thinking about Wind River, was fantastic.
I haven't seen that one.
It's got Elizabeth Olsen and Jeremy Renner. And essentially...
Do I gotta tell you?
That movie's great too. He wrote that one, and I'm not sure if he directed that one. I'm all over the place here. Oh, he did direct that one.
John Barathol is in it.
So of the 2 movies that I've seen of his and that he's directed, he's batting 100 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Hell or High Water and Wind River.
You're
Batting 1,000 actually. That's how you say that.
Did you know that John Barenthal's uncle-in-law is Kurt Angle?
For real?
It says it right here. It says it right here.
That's awesome.
His spouse is Erin Angle.
That's awesome.
Aww.
Now I have even more of a reason to like John Barenthal.
Because of his allegiance, his
family.
allegiance
to Kurt Angle.
That's funny.
Speaking of Kurt Angle, you know, he's a great wrestler. Everyone loves Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
But to this day, whenever his music hits, and when he walks to the ring, everyone yells, "You suck, you suck, you suck."
He sings along though. He's like, I get it. He
sings along now, but back in the day, it pissed him off, especially when he was face instead of heel, when he wasn't trying to get that heat.
But I think they do it as a thing to like. That's a funny thing to do.
Yeah, now that everyone loves them.
Yeah.
He's just like, all right.
All right, I get it.
Anyway.
Well, wasn't there something where he came out? He was like, you know what I love? Abstinence. Like, what?
He did. He was doing his 3 T's, I think it was. I couldn't tell you what they were, but there was like 3 T's, and that was probably one of his promos was abstinence. Yes.
Yeah, I was when I heard that clip, I was like, wait, what? Before I could process it, it was on to the next thing.
That was back in the day when they did promos without too much scripting.
Oh. No wonder. Someone would have been like, sir, I'm going to stop you right there. What you happy about?
I'm excited for
that. It looks
my doppelganger's in it, according to Asia.
Shanzi looks like a bunch of people. Okay. He looks like the love child of both Kevin Bacon, Nicholas Hoult, and Ethan Hawke. So however they mix the DNA to make you, that's who you look like.
I ain't mad
all
at
the
that.
time.
They're all handsome.
Yeah, and you're in the movie. I didn't know you did that movie.
I did. I snuck away. I did it during the dark hours.
Well, it looks interesting.
Me and Littlefinger hanging out in the woods.
Two Brits. Well, he's Irish.
Two dudes sitting in
the woods trying to kill a kid for some reason.
He always has good scenarios that he sets up, and it's very unique scenarios that some stuff I haven't seen before. I'm talking about the Tyler Sheridan.
Yeah.
Hell or High Water, I've never seen. I mean, I've seen robbery stuff, but it's never been done that way before, in my opinion.
It says that when I was looking at his stuff, it says it looks like it was like a neo-Western.
Yes, he does a lot of Western-esque things.
Yeah. Trying to modernize it.
Exactly.
And that's cool.
And that
definitely draws a lot of people because people kind of like always grew up, like seeing a Western and enjoying them and enjoying the kind of like timeless nature of it. Because if it's like current day stuff and Western stuff, it kind of gives it something of an edge to it, or not like kind of an edge, but something that makes people curious about it.
He's really good at writing characters too. He always has a character that's sometimes you can see like a Western, and the Western is like, okay, that's the white hat, that's the black hat. They shoot each other. The end. All of his characters have like multiple things going on. And they're gray characters. Like Chris Pine doesn't want to hurt anybody in Hell or High Water, but his brother ends up shooting somebody so they can get away. And he's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And shit like that, and that's how
it's basic. It sounds like it's Good Time, but Western. That's cool.
Good Time is also a good movie. Good Time, Good Time. All right, so the one we watched recently, yesterday in fact, was Army of the Dead, the new Zack Snyder joint.
Yeah, know when to hold, know when to fold down, know when to walk away. Boom, 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 boom. Know when to run. Know when. Never count your money. Bam, bam.
Now that you mentioned that, he does that all the time in his trailers. He always matches the visuals up with the song.
With a certain beat. Yeah. To stop, drop the beat. Yeah. That's fine. Like that made the mutant. I'm sure people who reacted to the trailer,
they were breaking it down left and right.
Yo! Like that's my freaking. Like when I heard it, I was trying to listen. And I was like, that's that song. And then I'm sure people who love that song were like, let's go. Yeah.
I guarantee that song is like #1 right now on iTunes.
Yeah, it's and I think it was a good choice because it's all in the casino. Well, it's in Vegas. So
Yeah, of course.
interesting. No, in Milwaukee, could have get a Viva, bam, bam, Las Vegas, boom, boom.
Wow, why don't you do the trailer?
That's the next one. That's the
That's
second
gonna be
trailer.
the next one.
Yeah, like
trailer #2.
The teaser TV spots are gonna be Viva, bang, bang, Las Vegas.
Boom, boom.
Army of the Dead.
Rated R.
Rated R.
Listen, I love Dave Bautista, so I'm up for anything that he's in.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's got some talent. I like everything he's done. He's been doing pretty good. He's, it's interesting. And he's not choosing the same type of stuff all the time.
Snyder is also renowned for his remake of Dawn of the Dead. Mm-hmm. People love that movie for some reason.
I saw it in theaters. It was okay.
It's okay. I mean, it's a good zombie movie. It's not. It's not. I wouldn't say it's peak zombie movie or anything like that.
That's with the Australian, the Mentalist in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Me and my dad went to go see it. The theater was kind of quiet. Like we were just like.
Everyone was probably confused because the zombies are fast.
No one was like, oh my god, or cheering or scared. They were just kind of like neutral. They were just like, okay, that's cool visual. Every time I went to see a movie in California anywhere, they were just like completely silent. Unless when I went to see Alien vs. Predator, at that last part where Sanaa Lathan is looking at the Predator, some lady in the back said, "Kiss me." That was hilarious.
He was the only guy that was having fun.
It was a lady. She was like, "Kiss me." Like, but she was doing like the Predator's voice, like, because he was looking at her. He's like, "Kiss me."
That's good. Which one was that? Requiem or the first one?
No, Alien versus Predator. Yeah.
This is when he was talking to the girl?
No, at the end where he was like, "You're pretty badass. I'm not gonna
the
kill
girl.
You." Yeah, Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah, the final girl.
Yeah. Honestly, I like that movie. It's silly. It's over the top.
It's really silly.
But she was badass though.
If they did something different with that second one instead of the Requiem one, it probably would have been pretty good. Because I like the first AVP for what it is.
It's silly. Anyway, back to Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead. I kind of like the world. I kind of like it. Like it's post zombie outbreak. They've quarantined Las Vegas or potentially other.
But why did they make it seem like Bautista and his people didn't know what it was?
Well, they did. They knew there were zombies there, but they didn't realize that they were Land of the Dead zombies.
Oh, they know they could communicate.
They could communicate. They had feelings. But yeah, like it's like the next step of
Wait, what is that movie you said?
Land of the Dead.
Land of the Dead. Is that the one with that lady with the daggers to her face?
Land of the Dead is the George A. Romero movie with Dennis Hopper. It was in the tower.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie. I like that one.
With John Leguizamo. Yeah.
They can communicate. They wearing clothes and stuff.
Well, they're still wearing what they probably died in.
The sexy zombie with the brassiere. She chose that.
I think she's actually wearing a crown. I think she's the queen of the zombies.
Yeah, and she's like, you better give me the shiny showgirls outfit from the showgirls strip. So shit, because I'm the queen. I'm Cleopatra.
Listen, it looks like dumb fun.
Yeah.
And I'm here for dumb fun.
Yeah.
I like the George A. Romero Land of the Dead. I do like Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, so if you're mixing the two together, I'm going to have a good time regardless.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't like Snyder at all.
No, I do. I'm the one who kept on asking. I'm the one who watches Watchmen.
You're the one.
I'm the one who watches The Watchmen. I think it's a decent adaptation. I know it's some
it is a good adaptation.
It's some over the top parts and some parts that were changed to make it make more sense. I think it might have drawn out. It might have drawn out some of the making them super powered as well was kind of like what, but I get it because the characters are supposed to be heroes. They probably are super stronger than most average people, so that can make sense. But I want to go. I like it, and you said fuck that movie. Get that shit off my screen.
I own 2 copies of it.
I know, but you don't like. You the one who don't like him.
I don't like
Guys,
some
he's
of
the
his.
one.
I don't like some of his
Guys,
motifs.
Guys, he's the one who be like, fuck Zack Snyder. I swear to God. He said that when I said, when I want to watch Watchmen, you're like, fuck Zack Snyder. And he's acting all cool now because the Snyder cut was better than the theatrical cut.
Listen, I do not like some of his motifs. I think he abuses the slow motion button.
Yeah, Sucker Punch is terrible.
His writing is
Sucker
basic.
Punch is terrible.
So,
pretty, but terrible.
He can set a scene, he can light a scene, and he can do action.
Terrible. It is basically Sucker Punch.
He's got that going
Sucker
for him.
Punch was an excuse to have a bunch of cool wallpapers of girls in skimpy outfits fighting samurais.
Yeah.
As for their wallpaper on their PC.
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of like off the zombie kick. I'm not really super hyped for it like you are. Because my favorite zombie/infection movie is 28 Days Later.
I don't consider it a zombie movie.
I that's why I said infection movie.
It's more of a pandemic movie.
Exactly, because a lot of people are like, they're not zombies. They get infected and they're crazy and they're fast.
Yeah.
So
zombies can live well past their well, they're not live, they're dead, but
they're dead. Yeah.
But zombies can be.
They can't be starved.
Yeah.
They'll
be around
dead.
They'll be around forever. The infected will eventually die. So.
I like that type of like pressure.
I like that too. The stuff that I write, that's what they are. They're infected. It makes sense.
And then after trying to get into like The Walking Dead, which that's a whole other can of worms. It's just like I'm good for a few years actually. So when that trailer came out, I was just like, okay, cool. Enjoy zombie heads. You zombie heads out there, enjoy. That's not my thing.
I'm kind of interested in the world. Is all it really.
Yeah, like how they're gonna figure. Like once they start to tell you like, this is how the economy works now, or the society works now, and we still have crime and da 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 because we need to rob the zombies. Rob zombie.
That's the funny thing I would think about this movie is the whole thing is a heist movie.
Yeah, with zombies.
With zombies around it, because it's interesting. I wouldn't have done it myself.
Right.
But hey, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, it looks honestly, if on paper that sounds super fun, but it's just like when I saw it, super freaking fun. But when I saw it, I was just like, okay, more zombies, because we're still watching. Fear of the Walking Dead. Walking Dead still on. It's just like
it's the next season is his last season.
Fear of the Walking Dead or Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
They keep saying that.
No, this one they're serious. They're gonna do 22 episodes and it's gonna be done. I haven't watched it in 5 seasons, so I have no idea what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either. Like I've watched on and off, and I'm just like, what's the point of this? What's the point of that?
All I know is there's only
upset this person got hurt.
There's only 2 characters still alive from the first season.
How disrespectful is this? Okay, sorry, I'm gonna get into Walking Dead again. The Negan, the big bad of that whatever season that was. Okay. He takes people and he's gonna, fearmonger them into submission. Got it. They go up to Redhead Seamus. He goes up to Redhead Seamus man, and he gets clocked, and people are like, oh, okay, whatever. Who's the other guy who got clocked? Everyone's like, no! It's like, that's disrespectful to that actor. Like to that person, the character to me. I would have been like, if I acted as that guy for so many years, and all I get is like, oh, he's dead. Oh, that's bad. Oh, too bad. But no, not this particular character that I love so much. So it's like, what's the problem? What's the just, you know what I mean? I just found that disrespectful.
I know what you're talking about.
Who got clocked?
You're talking about Abe and Steven Yeun's character.
Oh yeah, Glenn. No, not Precious, little Glenn. I get it because it's Steven Yeun and everybody likes Steven Yeun. Speaking of which, we're gonna talk about his other show, right?
We are gonna get into a good segue.
But yeah,
look at that being almost professional.
I just found that so disrespectful, and I was just like, I'm done. That's how fickle the people are. Seriously.
Well, But he dies in the comics. So what they're trying to do is subvert your expectations. Think Abe's the one that's gonna die, and then they kill Glenn anyways. It's stupid, and I didn't really
I just
care for
find
it.
like
I didn't like it myself.
I don't like this weird, like, I don't know, it seems fickle nature. Like there's like they do some emotional manipulation stuff.
Well, you obviously know which characters are gonna die in that series because they get the most time in the episode before they die.
Okay.
That's why I stopped watching it, because I can predict what's gonna happen.
Okay. I will watch you watch it, and you will be like brows furrowed, like how you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Because I can predict what's gonna happen.
And I'm just like, I don't need to dip into this.
I predicted Zemo slipping out of the last fight that we watched.
Yeah, we were like me and you.
By the way, did we even talk about the last one?
The episode 3 or episode 4?
Episode 4 with the Dora
Milaje.
Thank you, Dora Milaje.
If you want to make it easier on your colonizer,
the beautiful Wakandan women.
The beautiful ones. Okay. They're called the beautiful ones, but you can say beautiful Wakandan women. That's fine. No, I'm going. One more thing about that.
We'll get to Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier, man.
Well, yeah, okay, never mind.
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
what else did you want to say?
I just find it. I don't know if I want to be emotionally manipulated, like all the time, or they're trying to.
That's what the whole show is.
Yeah, I don't feel like
it's a soap opera.
Yeah,
with zombies.
I don't need that in my life. I already got fighting soap opera with the WWE.
Wrestle already.
That's fine. I'm good. And then when we predict that shit too, they're like, so Charlotte's gonna come out here and do a speech about how she got slighted, and then she's gonna come out and mess up the whole rematch, disqualification.
Blah blah blah. Yeah,
where are we going with this? Oh, the Miz is over here. He ripped his pants. Oh no, his wife is back because now she's gonna be interference and stuff. Who knows how long?
Probably just that episode.
Oh, to promote Miz and
yeah, because it was premiering that day. So now you're getting it. WWE is just an advertisement for the next thing. That's all it is. But speaking of Steven Yeun, we watched the first 5 episodes of Invincible.
Well, you watched most of the episodes. I've caught up to like from episode 2.5 onward.
Yeah, but you understand what's happening.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do, because I got spoilers. This movie,
spoilers.
this show,
Invincible. Entire spoilers for Invincible.
If you want to watch it, just watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. If you already have it.
Skip to whatever time code I put in the description.
Well, let's just summarize it real quick. Then it's the same thing as similar thing happening in
The Boys.
In The Boys and Jupiter's Legacy.
To a lesser extent.
There's a group of it's like the Justice League is a present thing. They are different names. They work with the government, U.S. government. There's always invasion. It's basically the life and trials.
The DC universe.
Yeah, it's the life and trials of superheroes in their domestic life, in their professional superhero life. The people who are outside of the whole universe are outside of the Earth. With Martians and other aliens and other villains. It's pretty much established that there's meta-humans in this world.
Yeah.
It's not just a select few. Mm-mm. People are born with powers.
Right.
Okay. Which is great. And then now spoilers on from here. I got spoiled with episode 1. I didn't watch it, but everybody was watching it. Like all the people I was watching on stream was watching it because they were like, "Oh my God, there's so much stuff going on. This is awesome." Fucking J. Jonah Jameson is Superman and all of that. So he's gonna be Superman. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum.
Nice.
But anyway, I saw a clip of Omni-Man running through the Justice League like it ain't no problem at all. And I was just like, yo. And then as soon as I saw that clip, I came out and you were watching it. I was like, did you see Omni-Man run through all those people? Like rip
just
apart?
Did.
Yeah, it just happened. But yeah, it's
I was like, this has got to be a dream. Nope.
This real. He straight
that's
up.
the show this is going to be. I'm into it.
He grabbed their world's Batman by the ankle and dropped him down like a fucking flapjack.
He did the Hulk smash to him. He did the Loki.
Mm-hmm.
He went dush dush and then threw him at the transparent lady.
And then she said, "Oh shit."
And then she got murdered.
And then she got shanked.
I mean,
that's terrifying because he's like,
I love this show.
Jolly G Willikers, we're superheroes. I love you, honey. I love you, son. You're gonna be a great superhero, and then turn around and can do that with just like a flick of his pinky.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying.
It's such a good show because it is basically the DC universe if it was more realistic.
Yeah.
Like it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And there's consequences even to the heroic things that happen.
Yeah, especially for someone who's this is their first time being a superhero.
Like the second episode where Invincible gets his powers, I think there's an alien invasion, and he tries to save an old woman, and in doing so he flies off and he runs into a bus with her in his arms, and she basically gets mangled and dies in his arms.
Why would he do that?
He's new to it. He didn't understand that she wouldn't be fine, or she would be fine because he reads comics. So he's just like, oh, this is how you do it. Yeah. So like the reality of what's happening in the show seems it's just
dark,
real,
but it's real.
It's realistic, even though it's a cartoon. And the stories are all like, it's interesting. Like, why is he doing this? What is happening with him, and why is it he's doing it now? And then all the teenage angsty stuff for the high school with Invincible and the people that he works with, and then the government side of things. You're getting all of it, and then there's the dark blood guy. And then
R.I.P.
He's
not dead, but
not dead.
He ain't here right now.
He just back in hell. He's hanging out.
Being tortured, probably.
And then the mom's realization of who her husband actually is. I mean, everything is kind of like moving to a head to connect all the pieces.
Right. And I feel like those certain vignettes with different characters, like the clones, like we don't know where that's going, but we know that it's there, you know, and it's not like, it doesn't seem useless.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God, okay, what's this guy gonna be? And then Zachary Quinto-Bot is kind of got this weird mask up, like you don't know what
he's doing, but I think he's doing something because he's
got honestly, it looks like he's the most humane, and more moral because he's programmed to be that way. So, and he's trying to build a team that will help people, but it's just that people suck. People are messy and stupid and selfish and want to drink after saving people, even though they killed more people than they saved.
I think we're gonna get I mean, I haven't read the actual comics, so I have no idea what's gonna happen, which is fine for me.
I read ahead.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything though.
I feel like Zachary Quinto's robot character is actually a person. Is like maybe a human brain that's in there, and that's why he has the compassion that he does for the monster girl.
Monster girl, I feel like he cares about everyone he's encountered pretty much. There might be people he cares about more than others, especially with monster girls telling him, like, I'm 25. I know I look like I'm 12, but I'm 25.
She gets younger each time she uses her ability.
That's fucked up. That's so fucked up. But that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but it's a good consequence for having an ability. That's why I like the show Alphas so much. Did you ever watch Alphas?
I think I remember. Was Michael Chiklis in it?
No.
Okay, there was a show that was like a realistic show of like people getting powers. No.
I think you're thinking, no?
There was another show that was like superheroes gaining powers. Each of them were different. Black guy has super strength.
Yes, that's the one. Yes.
Alphas?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I watched episode 1 and I was just like, okay. My dad was pissed off at that show too.
Because he was supposed to get the role.
He did audition for it. And then he was just like, but why the black dude gotta have a heart attack each time he uses his power?
Well, each one was interesting.
Yeah, but he was like, this dude out here sweating, farting, and pushing.
The one that actually
having cardiac arrest and all types of shit.
The one that I liked most in Alphas, I think it was in season 2, where we meet a speedster character. But essentially, whenever he uses his speed, it increases his metabolism, so he ages. So he's only 23, but he looks like 85.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
I thought, but if he uses his speed, like wasn't it Barry? He eats a lot of food, but he stays young.
Yeah.
Why can't he just be like
That's not how
a chunky speedster? I don't know.
That's not how Alphas works. It goes to extremes. Like the super strength guy, he has heart problems, but whenever he uses his thing,
and he sweats like a hooker in church each time.
I can't remember the other characters. Those are the only two that really stand out to me off the top of my head.
Right.
Because they had like debilitating things that happened to them, and then eventually the speedster dies at the end of the episode. He turns to bones, essentially. Looks like Tails from the Crypt Keeper.
I just imagine the dude running so fast, and then when he finally gets to his destination, he just collapses into a pile of bones. like, Dad, you made it to my wedding. I did. Dad, no! I have the same abilities as you. I can never use them. So I'll get old.
But that's one of the reasons why I like this show. Like the abilities seem like they have consequences as well for some people.
Yes.
And the voice cast is
fantastic. and as soon as I heard the clone dude, that's Kevin Michael Richardson.
Yeah, he's got a lot of roles in that show.
Oh yeah, his voice is just so rich.
I just found out that he actually does the Goro from 95, the 95 movie.
He does?
He's Goro.
That makes sense. He does a lot of stuff. Like when you go back and you're like watching something like an old cartoon you watch, you're like, that's Kevin.
Yeah.
That's
I gotta look at his IMDb. I'm sure he's probably been in like
he's got like 300 credits plus.
I'm sure it's gotta be more than 300.
More than that, yeah. He's
gotta be in the thousands.
Yes,
just
probably.
little tiny roles he's had in all these little voice acting roles.
And then at one point I went back and he was like in a bunch of like different computer games, just like doing all these voices here and there. It's crazy. Steven Yeun is adorable.
Yes.
There's some voices that I was just like, okay, I like Zazie, but I just feel like they're cranking up the Manic Pixie Dream Girl thing too much with her.
Maybe a little bit.
She's talking a little too fast to me. Just like, you guys were supposed to be here. Blah, 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 blah. You're supposed to be here. And you're a good kisser. Da, 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 da. And it's like, can you take a breath?
Yeah, I don't know.
I like her character. Like I like all the characters. It's
I understand what you're saying.
Besides their gambit, but that's a reason why you're not supposed to like him.
Yeah, you're not supposed to like him, but Jason Mantzoukas is awesome.
Yeah, no, he did a good job. No, it's just like who else is really good? Marshala Ali his character's really
that episode that he was one of the main characters was awesome.
That was a really good episode.
And the twist ending that he did, he's like, I gotta do what's for me.
Or, he's like, I'm sorry, fam.
I gotta take care of mine.
His head,
That's why he said something like that.
Yeah, Invincible's like arm is broken in 5 places. He's like, I'm
open.
so sorry, fam, but
I gotta take care of mine.
Bye bye. So that was cool, and then there's like other robot characters too, like Metalhead. But the problem is the names of these characters.
They're great. I love it.
They're funny, but it's just like Black Samson.
They're
Black Samson.
They're really on the nose, most of them.
I know.
Which is it's just great. It's like people would not be that.
It's like
creative.
the boy. It's like just like the boys, like Homelander.
They're not going to be that creative. They're just
Stormfront.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very. What's his A-Train? Yeah,
exactly.
Stupid. Superman. Like if you say Superman and not Groot, it's like look, like Omni-Man.
Batman.
Nocturnal Man. Nocturnal Fruit Batman. I don't know. Owl Man.
Listen, if you haven't checked out Invincible yet, and you have Amazon Prime, do yourself a favor and check it out. Except only if you're of age, because it is gory as hell.
Gory. It is like it don't pull no punches.
No punches are pulled
at all. I'm pretty sure.
We ain't messing around with that first episode. We telling you.
I'm telling you, when I got spoiled with that, I was like, yo, it was Watchmen levels, not even worse than Watchmen levels.
He massacres those folks.
Yeah, it was definitely on the level of The Boys, like
and
how.
It's such a long sequence.
Yes,
too.
it is. I was like, is this the whole episode?
It's like a 5-minute sequence.
It really is. I was just like, yo, and then there was all these memes of like Omni-Man, like, man, fuck this dude, like, I don't like him, like, this
Love
dude.
it.
I was like, what did he do? Like, I didn't, because I haven't seen anything, so people were like putting all these like these memes about how he's the worst, and I'm just like, what did he do? And then right underneath that, oh.
I gotta say, in episode 4, when Invincible goes to Mars to protect the mission.
Of course, he just falls asleep or he's on his phone.
He falls asleep, and then he starts an interplanetary conflict where he helps break the people out of the Martian jail.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny.
And then he probably brought the fucking the invasion of the body snatchers to Earth.
Exactly.
Oh boy! So we gotta wait for that. Just like the cologne
There's
thing.
a lot of things. We're
just waiting. We're just waiting for the big reveal that half of California is now all trimmers or something. I don't know.
The first episode, the Justice League dude, the leader, before I don't remember his name.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He knocks a villain into space. Essentially, he says he put radioactive nanites in his blood or something, so he's basically a nuclear bomb. He knocks him into space. You see him still floating in the atmosphere
after
when they're going to Mars.
Yes, he did point that out.
That guy is gonna fall to Earth at some point.
Right. Well, no, he'll burn up in the atmosphere if he does.
I don't know.
If he starts to burn up in the atmosphere, reaching back to Earth or whatever planet he goes to, he'll probably explode in the atmosphere, which will have some issues. But on re-entry, he'll burn up. Invincible's great. I think it's fun. It's a fun show in its own way.
Check it out.
Check it out.
So, our weekly review of Captain Soldier Winter Falcon.
Like I said, when we talked about episode 3 and how Zemo we were just looking at it, and he was just slowly walking away. He's like, he's gonna grab a gun and shoot that dude, and he did. Sorry, spoilers throughout this one. This particular episode, the 4th episode, was okay. I didn't mind it. I know you had problems with the dialogue.
Spoilers.
But I thought showing that Sam is actually like the Sam that I'm acquainted with, like comic book wise, how he can talk to people and try to help people. We actually get a scene like that.
That's fine. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with
I like that he reached out to this person, to the main girl, Carly.
I like how he stood over the funeral though.
That was dumb. It's like, dead giveaway. You're here. Oh, stupid.
Hey.
Hi. And she's like, I noticed you. It's like, no shit. It's like, he's right there.
He basically waved at you.
He was like, hi.
Sorry about your loss.
You're doing a good job, honey.
Keep up the good work.
Keep it up. And then also the scene where they go to whatever country they're in and they're talking to people. Like, do you know this person? They all walking away. It's like, you can't just walk up to especially since you're Avengers and everybody knows who you are, and then the dude says, I know who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there is no covert. There's no way to be covert. My
problem since day one.
And Zemo's still here.
Specifically, my problem is there is no repercussions for Zemo for what he did at the end of the last episode.
Yeah, he has to go back to jail or die.
Nothing happens. He says, would you like a Turkish delight?
I have an apartment, and I got Turkish delight and sweet tea for you guys. And it's like, I will fucking, if I was Ao, I would punch him on sight.
Yeah, she starts and ends the episode, I think.
Yes.
No, she starts and she shows up partway through the episode.
Right, she's right before the ending climax.
And I like that she's basically says you have 8 hours or something like that to
negotiate, to get your shit together.
And then we're coming for him.
And then we're whooping ass.
And she shows up.
And she shows up and wrecks everyone
and
and goes home.
And she leaves. She's Roman Reigns.
Exactly. She's the head of the table.
But the funny thing
Dora
is,
Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves.
exactly.
Bitch.
But
That's that.
I like the part where Bucky comes back because I bought us some time. He's like, you didn't buy us shit. She said,
told you.
You got 8 hours.
She's like, I'm the one who run things right here. And I do like that scene in Wakanda, and that it established the person who helped to rehabilitate.
That's a good
as
connection.
And you can tell, like, okay, guys, listen. I'm gonna rant about something right now.
Oh shit! No, this is unusual. Usually, I'm the one ranting about this show.
I rant all the time. If anyone comments on this, you know that I rant a lot. But I had a problem with something that I was looking on blogs and stuff, and some people were talking about the episode before that, because we don't watch it on the day it drops. And of course, on the day it drops, everyone makes all these like gifs and clips and all of the artwork and everything because they're all hyped about it, which is fine. I'm the one who went to the blog. I'm the one who saw it and got spoiled. I have no problem with that. It's my own prerogative. However, people were arguing about the scene with him fighting Ao and how she literally disarms him. Oh. And people are like, that's so ableist, and you're making fun of disabled veterans, and if someone ripped off a disabled person's arm or prosthetic leg, that would be so rude. And it's like, you literally did not watch the same episode that I watched, because we established that they're cool with each other, and to basically de-escalate the fight, all she did was take his weapon away. Literally, that's all she did.
Yep.
Like, just like with any type of situation with, like, I don't know, the way you're supposed to detain a person or arrest a person if they have a weapon is to disarm them instead of, shoot first, ask questions later, especially when people have no weapon at all. But, that's a whole different issue. But I'm just saying, like, the standard thing to do is to de-escalate, get weapons out of the way, and apprehend them. But she's not there to apprehend him. They don't want to fight each other. All she did was basically smack the sword out of his hand. Basically. If he would have smacked the spear out of her hand. If that was her.
He took it out of her hand, essentially.
She was like, and then she was like, you know what? I got something for you. Bam. And then people out here are like, no, that's so rude. Why did she do that to him? Look at him. He looks so hurt. He looks confused. He looked like, I didn't even know that could happen.
Yeah. People are reading a little too much into this show.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, maybe he's all hurt because, like, now it looks like they never trusted him and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, if his arm is vibranium, his arm is strong, and he's a super soldier.
Who had a program in his head to kill people.
To kill people. Even though they established that the words no longer trigger him. It's just that.
They need something.
They need to. Anybody would be like, for someone who has PTSD like that, would need to have some sort of fail-safe to protect other people from him harming them.
Exactly.
She had confidence that he wouldn't hurt anyone because he doesn't want to, but due to his PTSD and all the dreams that he has and still has, he's afraid that he might hurt people, and therefore some people will also have apprehensions. What's the problem here? I don't understand why people gotten so sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, I don't want people to feel like they're not. And, like, I've mentioned this to Shanzi off of the, outside of the podcast, that a lot of people see themselves represented by Winter Soldier because he is a wounded soldier. And that's great. But he's also not real.
He is fictional as fuck.
And also, he just has a past that is so dangerous that people just want to make sure that they can protect themselves from him in the event that he does do something to hurt somebody. And that's just all people. That's human nature. You don't want to hurt. You want people to get hurt. So I don't understand. I'm sorry that this is a rant, and I don't even know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like,
no, you're making sense.
It's so weird.
People are all up in their own emotions about the most inconsequential parts of the show.
I don't know what it is about Marvel movies or something, or Disney products, but people are seeing way too much into all of this stuff. Well, I mean, it's a lot of stuff too. Like, I don't know what I was watching, but it was something that I was interested in. Like, people were like, "Can you see in his eyes?" Like, or something like this means this and this means that, and then if the whatever, it is like, dude. It's really not that deep.
Listen.
It's very shallow. It's very surface. Yes. You can see in the action.
It's so shallow that they couldn't even give Bucky Sebastian Stan.
And then she didn't even take it.
Yeah, she didn't take it.
She left it there. She was just like, now sit your ass down, basically. Because he got away, because Zemo got away. They're going to go somewhere, and Zemo's like, well, actually, I have an idea, and I have a connection, and blah, 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 blah. Me. Witty banter. I'm smarter than everyone here. And if they're super soldiers, I'm going to kill them. Basically.
This show does not trust its fan base at all.
No.
They need to show and tell at the same time.
Right.
So we had the whole scene at the beginning in Wakanda where Bucky is getting deprogrammed essentially
it's
by
a therapy.
AO.
Yeah, it's like a therapy session test.
And Sebastian Stan gives a fantastic performance.
So good.
And the whole time you keep getting distracted by the stupid visuals from the Winter Soldier and shit.
Remember when he killed that person?
Exactly.
Remember when he was crazy?
It was
yes, of course we do. Of course we do.
So they completely took away from his performance to show bullshit that everyone who's seen any MCU show is gonna know. Like, who's gonna come see Falcon Winter Soldier and not know what happened in any of the other movies? This shit is fucking for the super fans. These shows.
However.
Oh my gosh.
I just got off the phone with my mom today, who told me that she sat down and watched all the episodes of Winter Soldier Falcon with my grandmother, who probably was able to understand and follow the story a lot better and enjoy it because of the hand-holding. Because she doesn't always remember. You and I remember.
Oh, you know what?
You and I remember the plot points of all those movies.
It's whatever it is. I'm not here for this. It's fine. It's fine.
You see how he shuts me down when I start to talk about other people who might not know about the things?
I don't care about that.
I know you don't care, but I'm trying to make you understand that even though you and I know...
I know they do it for the masses.
Yes.
I'm just saying they ruined his performance.
Yes. They shouldn't have made it so many... I would have made it cut it shorter. Like all the images. You could have just showed a few flashes and then kept his performance the way it was. But anyway, it was okay. It was better than some of them.
I would say this one might be my favorite episode of the 4 so far. I'm enjoying the degradation of the John Walker Captain America. I like the fight sequence that ended up with Battlestar getting killed because it made sense. Yeah. Which I don't understand why it never happened earlier in any other MCU movie. Because it's really easy to kill a human when you have super strength. Right. They showed it pretty quickly, pretty easily. And I also like how everyone stopped the fight as soon as it happened. It's like, whoops. I mean, we just killed a bunch of people at a train station, but this is too much.
This is serious.
Gotta go.
Bye. Sorry about your friend.
Yeah, and then he chases the dude down and basically cuts his head off with the shield.
Right.
You don't see it, but it's implied.
Yeah.
And all that made sense. Everything that happened with John Walker makes sense.
Carly was standing there watching it. If he just looked up, right across the fountain, he would have saw her.
I don't have any problems with anything outside of the concept of Zemo. Everything that happens around Zemo makes no sense to me, and it's all plot driven.
Guys, I know this might sound insensitive, but whenever I hear Zemo's name, I think of that fortune teller thing in the machine box. I think he's like, "Come to Zemo for your fortune." I mean, am I the only one?
Yeah. Whenever I think of Zemo, I think of Nemo. I think Finding Nemo.
You think Finding Nemo?
Yeah.
I think of the was a Zoltar
I get
things.
what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or isn't Zemo a Dragon Ball character? King,
Um,
no, that's Omni King Zemo. Wait, what's his name?
I'm sure there's a Zemo in the Dragon Ball universe.
Zemo. I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm really confused. Because I'm pretty sure that little Omni King is his name is Zemo. Dragon Ball.
And I bet this next episode.
Yes, Zeno. Okay, Zeno. I keep on thinking about him.
Okay, the king.
The Omni King. Yeah, the king of all.
I know that the next episode is not going to directly address Captain America's murder of this dude, this terrorist.
We're gonna keep on moving.
We're just gonna keep going, and it's gonna be a fight between the ideals at this point.
But the thing is,
even though John Walker is crazy,
the name of the episode is called "The World Is Watching," so there might be some sort of backlash with social media.
He's on the run or something, maybe now.
No, he's not gonna be on the run. It's gonna be some sort of damage control thing. The government is going to pull him back in and say, now you're going to have to do some press tour thing, show everyone that you're a cool dude, American, whatever.
I just like the idea of this Captain America not taking well to the serum.
Yeah.
Because of who he actually is as a person. Like Steve Rogers was a great person.
Good person. Good man.
Bucky was a good person, but was manipulated.
Yes, and indoctrinated.
This
Actually
dude
been indoctrinated because, like, technically, I think he was killed. Well, no, he was frozen as well because he fell off in the ice.
Who was the other super soldier they referenced?
Isaiah,
yes.
Isaiah's a good person too, but it was just like I said, it was supposed to be a play, alluding to the Tuskegee experiments where it was against his will basically, and they were testing the serum on him.
I think they also talked about Red Skull, and because he took the serum himself,
serum, yeah,
and he became what he was.
Yeah.
So, like, I like the serum does this to people who aren't essentially good people.
Yeah, it basically just tears you apart. It turns you into what you
and he's an addict essentially. John Walker.
Oh yeah.
I like some of the plot points of it. I like some of the character work, and I like the actions. Some of the actions pretty good, but everything around Zemo, and Zemo seems to be the main component to this thing. It seems like it's lacking logic
I think we might not see Zemo in the next episode. It
might benefit it.
Exactly. It might be maybe 1 or 2 episodes later. He'll come back.
Whatever.
That's what I feel. However, I feel like the episodes are probably gonna get better from here.
There's only 2 left.
Okay, well, it's probably going to get better from here. It has to, because WandaVision started strong and kind of ended weak, in my opinion.
You think it's going to end strong?
I think it's going to end strong.
I think it's going to have, well, like I said when we first started talking about this show, I think it's obviously going to end with Sam with the shield and Bucky being his partner to move on to the movies.
Yes.
And which makes fine sense.
Yeah. I just want to have a super mega cut of Captain Falcon soldier man, Captain Walker man, Falcon soldier man, all as a super cut movie, so I can enjoy it instead of these bits. I'll
do that for you. That'll be one of my solo projects. Super cut Falcon Soldier Winter with WandaVision.
Not with WandaVision.
Winter WandaVision. I'm just gonna intercut episodes of WandaVision between the other episodes. Like, this is what's happening over here.
Do you think it happens at the same time?
I think so.
Okay, that makes sense. That's why she had no backup.
Yeah.
And none of the other Avengers were around.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, yeesh.
Gotta go.
Like, if they were just like, yeesh. You guys got that, right? I just imagine that's what's happening. Like, but it's either that they were all busy and Do you know what the next TV series is gonna be?
Loki.
Oh yeah, Loki. I like how easily I forgot about that, even though I'm actually hyped for it. Not like, oh my god, Loki, I love him so much. I'm a Loki stan. Oh my god. No, it's just that it looks interesting, and
Looks
it looks
fun.
like an interesting part of the Marvel universe that I want to learn about. But no, there was another
I don't
one.
watch Marvel movies for intellectualness of it. I just want it to be fun, but also
I know,
make
but
sense.
yeah,
There
no,
needs to be logic.
no, that's what I was saying. Like I like how creative the other stuff is.
Yes.
The Sam Wilson show is kind of maybe losing our interest a little bit because it's like the real world.
No, I don't think that's the case because,
It's a little more grounded though.
well, First Avenger, all the Captain movies, all the Captain America movies
I
are
like
my favorite movies
Yeah.
of MCU.
Right.
And this is more in kin to that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I'm cool with the realistic aspect of it. I just
The banter.
the logic is the main thing that's holding me up.
But it's no logic in a comic book. You said you don't want to watch something for logic and stuff.
That's not what I said. I said I want to watch it because it's fun, but it needs to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not coming in here to say this is the symbolism of this and this is symbolism of this.
You're not trying to watch.
The story just needs to connect for me.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want. That's all. It's not hard. It's not much to ask for.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Zemo was a good idea. I never thought that was a good idea.
I'm fine with the character. It is like
No.
the way you described it last episode, last podcast we talked about, where how he escaped on his own.
Yeah, if he
That
escaped
would have
on
been
his
better.
own. Yeah,
I would have loved that.
And it would have showed that how smart and resourceful he is.
Yes.
Yeah. Instead of Bucky, the person who is manipulated and treated like a means to an end. I can
Nailed it.
talk. As a weapon against his will. Why would you even consider if Sam said that and he was like, no, fuck you, man, and that was like one of the reasons like they fell apart and they moved apart and then he thought about it and he was like, well, let's talk to him together. And then he breaks out and he's like, I want to help. And then there will be tension. You know what I mean? And he can glare at Zemo the way he glares at John Walker. Because fuck Zemo. And I mean that shit.
All those
I mean that shit. That's my Najaka coming out.
All those Zemo fans out there can fuck
King
off.
King Killmonger says fuck Zemo, and I mean that shit. I mean that shit. He killed King T'Chaka. I'm never gonna let that go. I don't care if you like the character. Listen, you can like the character as much as you want and think he's really cool and interesting, but he is still a villain.
It's never gonna make sense.
That guy is not good. He ain't a good guy.
Make sense.
Loki, I can kind of understand. He kind of is like this heel was a face that turned heel, turn face, turn heel. He's not really out to kill.
I don't think he's ever done any. I mean, he's killed. He's killed people, yeah.
Yeah, he's killed. Never mind. I can kind of understand why now people are.
But he's still fun though.
But he's changed. He's not gonna do that anymore. We can tell that he's not gonna do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust Zemo as far as I can throw him. That's just a fact. Because he's straight up he's like killing people. He killed people. You
can't trust Loki either. I don't trust Loki at all.
Oh yeah, well he's the god of mischief.
He's just someone that's just fun character to watch.
Yeah.
Regardless of if he's good or bad at the time.
He's definitely. We've established that he's a great character.
He's got his own code of conduct and shit like that.
He has his own agenda and what he wants to do and how he wants to do.
Yeah, but he has an obvious character, and he knows who he is. And he talks.
Okay, let me backtrack then. Okay, you can like Zemo and like him on the same level as Loki. Now that I'm talking about Loki, they're basically the same thing. But he killed King T'Chaka.
Yes.
He broke up the Avengers. Yep. Please keep that in mind.
They don't
Fuck
care.
Zemo.
They don't care.
That's why I'm just giving you my reasons why.
Yeah, I get you.
Because like
I'm on your side.
No, it's just I know people are gonna be like, well, actually, Zemo this, Zemo that.
Zemo danced on the club.
Zemo danced on King T'Chaka's grave.
Yes.
He's also a Nazi canon in the basically a Nazi
Someone's gotta be
in the
that
comic
gift.
book. And he's gonna be he's like the guys with the coffin. Anyway,
I'm gonna make that meme tonight of
Zemo. Zemo is all the people holding the coffin, and on top is the King T'Chaka and the Avengers is the coffin.
Well, I was gonna do the one where everyone does Barry Allen in front of the grave.
We out here killing King T'Chaka.
Got him.
And it's fine. If you like the villain, it's fine. It's just that
guy.
I don't trust him, and these are the reasons why.
There you go.
And you don't have to respect it or like it. I'm just gonna tell you, fuck Zemo. I've cursed way too much today. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Next week we'll talk a little bit about Ghost of Darkness and.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I need to buy the DVD. All right.
We do.
Thanks, guys, for listening to me swear about Marvel movie stuff. I endeavored to
It was the most
not...
impassioned you got.
No, because listen.
You didn't care anything about the trailers. You just you want fuck Zemo.
Because I just don't understand the appeal. Ever since I saw him in Inglourious Bastards. What's his name? Daniel Bruhl.
Yeah.
Is the actor's name. He's a great actor because every time I see him, I want to punch him.
Yeah, he's
single
a great
time.
heel.
Great, he is the best heel that ever healed. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to us ramble on about media nonsense and everything like that. If you want to listen to us do that more, and we'll talk about Ghost of Darkness and other stuff that we're watching, and probably some more of the same. Since we're going to be keeping watching Invincible. And Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Falcon
anyway. Punch.
Anyway, take care. We love you. Thank you so much. Please consider liking the video and subscribing if you like this content. And that was Shanzi and Adrian.
Yes.
Ranting on Powerly Reviewed. Bye.
Thanks for stopping by.
Is that it? What is that? Oh, it's got a mouth at the bottom.
Yeah, that's a squid.
It's scary. I don't like.
Oh, it's okay.